Hello and welcome to Kathy Talks. I'm Kathy McCann. So you've selected which dating sites you're going to use now, and I'm going to share what I learned from women in a survey when I asked them what they're looking for when they review a guy's profile. This is part one of 2 videos I've dedicated to this topic. I have some great advice and perhaps some shocking information for you. So stay tuned. I'll be right back to give you all the details. Welcome back. So the women had lots to say on a wide variety of things that they're interested in. So I'm going to go through a list of a number of things that seem to be very important for you to include. Apparently, they want to know about your relationship status, your level of education, what you drive, well, actually not so much, your current living arrangements, what kind of relationship you're looking for moving forward, and your online pictures. I think you're going to be really interested in what they had to say. So right off the bat, they want to know what your relationship status is. Are you single, separated, divorced? 97% of women wanted to know this one. I guess it's fair to say that they want to know what they're getting themselves into right away. It also seems that they prefer that you are classified as being single, divorced, separated, or dating in that order. I also asked the question whether or not it was important for them to know what your level of education was. 50% said yes, it was important. 25% said no, and another 25% said yes, but they didn't think that it needed to be included in the profile. When I asked what was important about your education, I gave them the opportunity to select more than one answer. So these following percents will not add up to 100. 64% said that it was most important that you were able to speak and write intelligently. 40% said that they would like to see at least a college degree. Another 24% said high school and some college. And another 24% prefer a university degree or postgraduate. 24% was good with a trade certificate, and only 4% said it isn't important to them. So definitely, the fact that you can speak and write intelligently trumps the rest. When you're setting up your profile, they may ask this question, and I suggest that you stay away from selecting prefer not to say. That always comes across as being an embarrassment, and it's clear that the level of education is much less important to women than your ability to articulate well. So do a good job on your sentence structure, your grammar, and your spelling. Use paragraphs, not just one long-winded single paragraph. I've heard that comment so many times from women, and believe it or not, these are the things that they're going to be judging you on initially. You might think it's your looks, but you would be surprised. My next question was, would you be curious to what his employment status is? 70% said yes, 25% said yes, but not necessarily in the profile, and 5% just said no. So then I asked, what would you prefer? Again, they were allowed to pick multiple responses from the list. 72% said, as long as he's gainfully employed and likes what he does. 17% said that they preferred that he is classified as a professional. 14% that he earns between 60 and 100K, and 10% said it was important that he earns at least between 30 and 60K. 10% are okay if he works with his hands or has a trade, and 7% would prefer that he earns over 100. And another 7% are looking for a self-employed individual. 3% are after your company pension. Oh. No, that wasn't the question, but they wanted you to have one. In the comment section, one woman commented, I hope he earns as much or more than I. Men get weird when I make more than them. Okay, well, that's interesting. So the long and the short of it is be working and be happy at what you do, and the rest is all really minor. I was shocked, to be honest, and thought the majority of gals out there would be more interested in your money than this group of women seem to be. Good news for you, I think. So then I asked, would you be curious to know what he drives? And 48% said no. 26% said yes, but it doesn't need to be in the profile. And 23% said yes, they would like to know. And 3% said a picture with him and his vehicle would be good. So to summarize, 52% are curious about what you drive. maybe a picture of you in your vehicle would be a good way of sharing that without being overtly obvious. That is, if you like your car. Next, I asked if they'd be curious about his living arrangements, and 67% said yes. 30% said yes, but I don't think it's necessary at this stage, and 3% said no. So then I went on to ask what living arrangements would they be comfortable with. This is the order of their preference. 93% prefer he lives on his own, 79% would like it if he owns his own home, 59% are okay if you're currently renting but want to buy, and 39% think sharing an apartment is fine. Clearly, the preference is that you're on your own in your own home, but there's tolerance for other situations. In this case, if you're living on your own and in your own home, I would find a way to put that in your profile. If not, maybe just leave it out. So then I wanted to know if they felt it was important to know what kind of relationship you were looking for moving forward. This is what they had to say. 35% are okay to hear that you are happy just dating and taking it slow. 23% hope that you want to get married and be monogamous. 15% are okay if you want to live common law. 12% are okay with the fact that getting married may not be important to you. 8% think it's okay if you want to be in a committed but open relationship, and 4% are good with the fact that you may want to stay dating indefinitely. In the comments section, 27% of women contributed these thoughts. Dating with intent, so not just creating a stable of women. Sorry, but that one made me laugh. Is open to dating and just seeing where the relationship naturally goes. Serious dating to see if we click. And I don't necessarily know myself. Finding the right match might lead to a more commitment, but friendship and companionship would be good. He should state whether he plans to date more than one person at a time. Don't care what he wants as long as he's honest, so I have a choice to meet him or not. After that, 65% said he should definitely be clear what he's looking for in his profile. So spell it out, guys. So obviously there is some variety in what women are looking for, which backs up my theory. Just be who you are. Tell it like it is, and don't worry so much about saying the right thing. I think it's fine to scare away the ones that aren't a good match for you. Don't let them waste your time. You can't be all things to all people. Let who you are shine through and know that there is someone out there for you. It's just a matter of time, and sometimes that might mean you've got to go out on a few dates that lead nowhere. I suggest that you treat them as an opportunity to get out of the house, to meet someone you wouldn't have otherwise, and get to refine your list of what works for you and what doesn't. You'll get crystal clear about what you're looking for, and before you know it, she will show up. I want to talk about pictures for a minute here. Guys, please put some energy and effort into your photos. I can't tell you how important it is. Bad pictures can really turn a woman off. If you have a camera, use the self-timer and take dozens if necessary and select the best one. Get a full body shot for sure, and make sure you get a really good close-up so she can see your eyes, your smile, and your teeth. Now, you don't want to hide any of those things because she will see them if you meet. No surprises. I personally think it's easier to be glossed over online and then rejected in person. Wouldn't you agree? So make sure the background of your pictures is uncluttered. Think about what you notice in other people's pictures. Don't have other people in your pictures, particularly women. This is one huge no-no. Not even your children. It's just not appropriate. Even if you are so proud of them, you can do the bragging later. Don't use pictures where you cut someone else out of it. Every woman will be thinking that it's your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend, and that's just tacky. So I'm going to stop here for this video so I don't bore the daylights out of you and prattle on too long. But part 2 will cover what women prefer from a physical characteristic standpoint, including your height, your hair, what you wear, your personality style, characteristics, and traits that they're looking for and are important to them. I hope you'll join me as I lay all of that out for you in the next video. Please remember to like this video if you did, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. I'd love it if you would leave me a comment with what you thought about the video, or if you have any questions that I could help answer, or what you might like to see in an upcoming video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I wish you all the joy and peace in your heart, the kind that no one can take away.